If you want to make some really big money and sell a really high ticket item, then one of the biggest money spinners around is offline consulting. And I'm going to talk about that in this video. Now, this is where you can take your experience and sell it for big bucks. And some people decry this. They say, oh, you're charging for pointing out the blindingly obvious. Well, that's true and not true at the same time. It's true because it's true for you and other people in your situation, people like you who have similar backgrounds, who've been in the business for a similar amount of time, who've got similar amount of knowledge. You know, it's perfectly obvious to you and to your contemporaries. But it's not true because you've spent a long time acquiring this knowledge, often the hard way, and you're offering other people the chance to shortcut the learning curve in return for a fee. Now, there are two main types of consultancy, and the first one is marketing consultant, and the second one is management consultant. Now, let's talk about marketing consultant, because I suspect this is the sort of area of consultancy that most people watching this video would probably excel at, especially if you've been marketing online for a while. So let's say you decide to set yourself up as an online marketing consultant. What's your experience? Well, let's say that you've run a number of successful websites. You've run blogs and you've run e-commerce sites. And you know a lot about internet marketing. You know about things like website design, SEO, affiliate sales, traffic generation, and so on. And let's say that this is all knowledge that you've acquired through some time being online as an internet marketer. Now, let's say you're approached by a small mom and pop type business, and let's say they're a small shop or store, and they sell a specialty product but only cater to a local clientele. And they want to reach a wider audience, and they feel that the internet is the way to do it, but they don't know how. So you are in a good position because of your previous knowledge to be able to advise them as to how they can do things like set up an e-commerce site and get traffic to it. And you know about SEO, and you know about AdSense, and you know about AdWords, and so on and so on. And because you're going to be able to increase their bottom line, they would be in a good position to pay you to do so. How about another example? Let's say you're approached by a medium-sized manufacturing business and they sell their products locally or maybe even nationally, but they now want to export and tap into a global market. Now, what could you do for them? What experiences could you draw on? You could obviously set up a website. You might be able to get them on sites like Alibaba.com, which they've probably never heard of. You could be in a position to introduce them to distributors through things like Facebook ads and through other business sites. And you could use your knowledge and expertise to help them expand, help them get their product to more customers, because you would have done it yourself for your own products or for affiliate products and so on. Because online is something that a lot of offline people sort of really don't know a great deal about and think that it's very complicated. Whereas, of course, if you've been doing it for a while, you'll know that that's not the case. Now, in both of these cases, you would open the door to a whole new world for these companies. What if you could generate so much more business for them that it doubles, trebles, or even quadruples their bottom line? Do you think they'd pay you handsomely for that? You bet they would. And you could negotiate a fixed fee, or you could take a percentage of the extra business that you generate for them. And this last option is a very popular one when it comes to consultancy, because this removes the risk and it could be more lucrative for you. Now, let's talk about the other type of consultancy, management consultancy. Management consultants help businesses improve their efficiency. You take knowledge gained through experience of working with other companies and you apply that to the current client situation. And this exposes them to newer, more modern, more efficient, and better ways of working. And that indirectly increases their bottom line. Now, this is a much more in-depth subject than we have time to go into in this video, but if you do a search in Google for management consultant, you'll find a lot of information listed. So there you go, just a couple of ways that consultancy can generate big money for you based on your own experiences in business, in life, in marketing, and so on.